by the time it goes out in those first few games of lunchtime game day bingo.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. But during that lunchtime bingo, you usually earn points towards the Twiking zone. But since we don't have Vikings bingo going on anymore, it is officially over. We have announced the winners, and we got the player side of things right here. I'll start them off with 10th place, Red, over at American Legion Fridley. They got 113,000 points on the season. 9th place was Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant with 122,000 points. 8th place was T-Bone over at Poppers with 142,000 points. Up next, it was 7th place, also playing at Poppers. It was Tez with 148,000 points. In 6th place, it was Kirby over at VFW Blaine with 164,000 points. 5th place was Sinbob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 223,000 points. 4th is Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 236,000 points. And 3rd, getting into the top 3, was Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 266,000 points. In 2nd place, it was Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 298,000 points, only 2,000 points away from the 300,000 point club, but ending just short of it. But in 1st place, it was Mikey Wins over at Maple Tavern. Not much competition there. They had 391,000 points on the season.
Yeah, almost an 100,000 point lead on that one. Good job, Mikey Wins. But on to the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we got Lakefront Bar in the center with 170,000 points. With 184,000 points in 8th place, we actually have a two-way tie between Steve-O's and Crystal and Halfley's Bar in Richmond. Not many times where you see an end-of-the-season tie.
Very true.
7th place is Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 209,000 points. With 318,000 points in 6th place, we got Our Place on 3rd in Faribault. 5th place is VFW Blaine with 351,000 points. With 467,000 points in 4th place, we got Poppers in Virginia. 3rd place is Corky's Bar South Haven with 492,000 points. And with 589,000 points in 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley. But with a great lead, much like Mikey Wins had in the player side of the standings, this location had a great lead as well. It was VFW Spring Lake Park winning back-to-back seasons, getting a point total of 698 points. Good job, VFW Spring Lake Park.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to both the players and the locations able to get into those top 10s. You guys are the elite of the elite this season. But if you want to turn your heads towards the E-Tab games that we got in the little breaks that we have during bingo, we have over 70 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can choose from. Play them anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All of these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 and awesome bonus and free play rounds too. So definitely check them out. Let us know which one is your favorite. But right now we're listening to Aces High.
Yeah, really, really fun game. Got the fighter pilots, the woman pilot that's there as well.
That's right.
Looks like a pretty fun little game right there. Maybe since Top Gun's one of the most popular movies that came out this year, it feels right to play a little Aces High.
True.
Super fun stuff. Do you have a favorite E-Tab game right now?
Penguin Palooza.
Ooh, Penguin Palooza. Always a great one. And I'm going to go with a little Scrooge is Safe.
Okay.
Yeah. Since it's the Christmas
holiday.
season, no better time to highlight Scrooge is Safe.
You know what Will has never seen, and I don't know if you've ever seen it either, because now I'm just kind of doubtful of everything now.
Okay.
He's never seen the Muppet version of Christmas Carol.
The Muppet version of A Christmas Carol. Yeah, I've seen that one.
With Scrooge?
Yeah, I've seen it like one time. It was like on It was like on TV.
It was like one of my classics as a kid.
Really?
Like, it was one of my favorite holiday movies, so we'll definitely have to watch it for the
that's
holidays.
a good one. We'll talk about a good holiday classic when we get into our script today, as there's one highlighted in our Music Day in History.
Ooh, okay.
But before we get into that, we do have to talk about all the live bingo that we have in store for you, as that 12 to 1 time of Game Day Bingo is not the only time you'll be able to take home those prizes, as after a game of Lucky 4 Bingo at 1 p.m., you'll get into some great games of Game Day Bingo. But before I highlight those, we do have $52,147 available in that Game Day Bingo. Then Lucky 4 Bingo, I'm messing up on the names right there. Lucky 4 Bingo, $52,000. Game Day Bingo, all those prizes, if they don't go out during that 12 to 1 time, you'll have some more opportunities during that 1 to 4 time that will lead you right into our happy hour bingo.
That's right, and we got 23 more chances at Game Day Bingo from 4 to 6 p.m. And during that time, we also have those 2 games of Lucky 4 Bingo, so if $52,000 does not go out at 1 p.m. with the first game, you got another chance right at 4 p.m. and then another chance at 6 p.m., and that's what ends off our happy hour bingo. And then right afterwards, we head into Skull Bingo tonight from 6 to 10 p.m. And we got a lot of nice prizes in there. I mean, the line is starting off fresh. It's it's at $0, but it's at 10 balls or less to win. That large frame jackpot is at $348 and 43 balls or less to win. And the coverall jackpot is kind of the prize jewel tonight, $72,563 in 50 balls or less to win. Looking crazy. But
yeah, super high likelihood that could be going out this weekend
100%.
or tonight. So it would be really cool to see.
True.
$72,000. That's worth it on its own to go check it out.
100%. But definitely keep your eye out for that line prize, as it does climb up pretty fast, especially during like 6 to 10.
Yeah, it always goes out during that 6 to 10 times, at least a few times. But our next specialty night is actually a specialty day broadcast, our Vikings game day. It's happening this Sunday at 12 o'clock. It's going to be a lot of fun as the Vikings take on the Lions, and hopefully we can watch the Vikings get a win as we shoot them some luck by playing some Vikings-themed live bingo games.
100%. I agree. Still only come out for Vikings game day this Sunday at noon. But we do have some MegaSota game night action that usually starts off the week at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday. Got a lot of great PGL games during this time, including the coverall jackpot. It's at 54 balls or less to win. It's at $57,797 in that jackpot jungle grand finale game. But of course, the very next day, we got Wild Wednesday, which goes from 7 to 9 like it does every single Wednesday. We got a lot of PGL games packed during that time as well, including some high and low PGL tournament games, which are a lot of fun, where the biggest loser wins the same prize as the biggest winner. And, of course, a grand finale of some more back-to-back game day bingo games.
Yeah, some heavy play game day bingo
That's right.
games, which make them pretty exciting. But if you guys want to be earning PGL points on those nights, we'd love to see you guys get signed up at PGL.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it. But if that's not enough motivation, we also like to highlight those players who recently get signed up at PGL.world. So get signed up at PGL.world today.
That's right. We got some of these players following up: UD Girls, WolfX2, Ms. Wolf, Savage, Buckmore, GM Doughboy, Laker63, Love My Pitbull, M. Ferk 1978, Country Girl, Sienna 77, Sierra 77, 67, Free Willy, T. Tesh, M. Drury 1984, Courts, Clarkson, Coles, Just Jen, Weatherby, Sherry Ann, Preacher, Thor 22, exclamation points, Johnny O, Mike BO2, Krish, Terrasu, and Jaxes.
Yeah, good job to all those players getting signed up at PGL.world. Now you can use that login to sign into the Player Connect app and choose your 5 squares for the Vikings versus Lions Sunday, December 11th. All you got to do is select those squares before the game, and points will be awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season 12 if you win. All you got to do is launch that app and select Sports Link.
That's right, but we do have some awesome PGL players and locations to take a look at, and we'll just highlight the top 5 and we'll talk about them when we get into some lunch hour bingo. But the 5th place player is looking pretty good, just barely getting into 5th place from this PGL games, is Panda over at Muddy Cow Brooklyn Park, getting in from 6th place with 1,190,000 points. In 4th place, it's Devoided over at Roadside with 1,270,000 points. 3rd is Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,292,000 points. 2nd is Chapster over at Moe's with 1,373,000 points. And 1st place is Forget UD over at VFW Austin with a pretty decent lead, 1,742,000 points.
Yeah, definitely. Good job to all those players. Now on to the location top 5, as 5th place is Cabin Bar Nicolette with 4,093,000 points. With 4,128,000 points in 4th place, we got VFW Northfield. In 3rd place, we got the Friendly Buffalo in Big Lake with 4,180,000 points. With 4,566,000 points in 2nd place, we got Poppers in Virginia. And the number 1 location in these PGL standings is Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 5,861,000 points.
Awesome stuff. Nice shout out to all those players and locations. But of course, if you want to keep up with everything Pilot Games, including those leaderboards, give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. Search up Pilot Games and you will see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives and jackpots, player pictures, and a lot more than that too. You can also click the website link on our Facebook to see our link tree with links to bar locations that you can play Pilot Games at, other social media pages, and a lot more than that too.
Oh yeah, but we're 10 minutes out from playing a little bit of game day bingo, and so we got to highlight a player for you, and that's Sheila, who played over at VFW Dilworth, who took home over $8,000 over the past weekend. And over at the VFW Dilworth, they were supporting a great charity, the VFW Post 1223 Dilworth H&H. That the purpose of and their purpose of this corporation shall be fraternal, patriotic, historical, charitable, and educational, to preserve and strengthen comradeship among its members.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff. It was a great jackpot, a great win, and a great charity to support. But it always brings us right back around to whenever you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of this lunchtime bingo. Got in just in time to be able to have a little fun with you guys, and we're gonna get ourselves over to the game day studio so we can play some serious game day action, as we got that mega prize of $39,883 you can take home in 48 balls or less, a major prize of $2,893 you take home in 50 balls or less, and a minor jackpot of $194 you can take home in 52 balls or less. Not to mention, if we miss out on all these jackpots, we will be moving on over to that must-go prize of $31.40. But all these games are going to be streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. So make sure you guys are checking it out. Our channel name is MegaSota.
100%. But of course, we have been sending out a lot of those brand new Pilot TVs out there into the Minnesota-verse. And a lot of you guys have been getting them, so we're going to shout out some of you guys. Starting it off with Forster's Dugout, Quinny's Sports Bar and Grill, Casey's Saloon, Clarissa Muni, Municipal Liquor Store Millerville, Nelson's Riverside Sports Bar, American Legion St. Peter, The Bar Le Sueur, Matt Green Mill Bar, Henderson Roadhouse, Nelson's Belle Plaine, Johann Sports Bar 2, Roadhouse Bar and Grill in Wabasso, and Tara's Tavern.
Oh, yeah, good job to all those locations getting Pilot TVs. Super, super exciting stuff. We have given out quite a few jackpots over the last few days, though, and we'd love to highlight that. Before I do so, we are creeping on these jackpots. Let's see if we give out any of them moving past this major. Let's see. Yes, we are. Let's see the minor prize, if we can give out $194. Nope, it's going to be a must-go of $31.40. We got a bunch of players 4 balls away. But over the last 7 days, we've given out 31 jackpots, 554 jackpots during this season 12, which has been a really, really fun. Wow. And 6 of those jackpots went out just this past Thursday.
That's right. Starting it off, it was Kiwi over at Lucy's Burgers Blaine, taking away $689. Nice job to you, Kiwi, the first jackpot winner of yesterday. But we do have the first winners of today. We got Big Heads over at 3D Sports Bar and Lisa over at Main Street Pub. Both of them splitting up $31.40. Nice job to the both of you.
Oh, yeah. Must be the Mannings playing.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Did you see Pete Davidson show Eli Manning's room?
And he put them all over the place on his room, and he even had like a picture of him and his kids getting ice cream together.
And he had no idea who his kids were. He's just like, you and some random kids in that picture, I think. And Eli was like, those are my kids.
Yeah, it was really, really funny.
Oh gosh,
yeah, that was pretty funny. That was good job, Big Heads, as well as who's the other player that got that win there? Lisa getting a win in that first game. We are now getting rolled in game number 2. Minor jackpot is the only prize clicking up right now, moving up from 52 to 54 balls or less. But the other jackpots are grown in cash prizes. But speaking of cash prizes, another jackpot that went out yesterday went out to Dust over at Grumpy's Bar, Cold Spring, taking home $668.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to you, Dust. But the third jackpot of the day, Bartman over at Gas Can Bar and Grill, taking away $1,068. Nice job to you, Bartman.
Yeah, then we had CJ over the Split Rocks Entertainment Center, taking home $706.
100%. Nice job to you. But up next, it was the MVP over at American Legion Dodge Center, winning $697. Nice job to you. And I know you asked me who the NFL MVP is, but who do you think the NBA MVP is this far into the season?
NBA MVP.
Yeah, we're only like 15 games in, 20 games in, I think.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a pretty good one.
That's just who maybe Jason Tatum.
I think right now it could possibly be Anthony Davis. I think he deserves
Anthony
a top
Davis.
10 vote.
He's up there. He's up there. He's definitely got a few votes.
I agree. I think right now those probably like Shea, Jason Tatum, and Giannis.
Yeah, those are probably the top 3 right now.
But Giannis is always in there.
Yeah, we could talk a little bit more MVP talk. But the final jackpot that went out yesterday went out to Flamingo over at American Legion Fridley, taking home the largest prize, $7,287. Definitely some nice stuff there. And I know we chatted a little bit about the NFL MVP, and because we're so late in the season, it actually is coming around to the time where NFL MVP is truly getting decided and everything like that. And I mean, it's really just most valuable passer. Yes. That's what it is. Like, it's not most valuable player anymore.
I mean, because it's just the quarterback is such a big deal to an offense. You know what I mean? And they usually have like most of the say of what's going on in the game.
Yes. Okay. But are these guys that are players that you would probably say there's a few players you would take over them, like Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa,
Yeah.
who are they're both on very winning teams and everything like that, have really stepped it up this year. But you would say Justin Herbert, if you swapped Justin Herbert with either of them in their situations, would Justin Herbert be doing better kind of thing?
He would. Well, he would be, because you know what's crazy is that he is 4th most passing yards this year, and not one of the receivers on the Chargers are even top 32.
Yes,
in yardage.
it's crazy. It's crazy. He's had to work with a very, very injury prone receiving core this year, and so it's been everything. And then also Keenan Allen just looks a lot slower than he once was. Doesn't have that quick little burst like he did. Now he's just coming off a hamstring injury, so it might be a
nagging one too.
Yeah, a few games he might be able to get back to his regular twitchiness, but he just didn't have it in that last game he was a part of, which is only like his 3rd game this season that he's played.
Yeah, I mean, like, he got decent yardage and some catches, but it's like it was only good from like a fantasy standpoint.
Yeah,
you know
he's a sure-handed guy, so he will get those receptions, and he's one of the better hands on the team. So,
but the yards after catch is more like what we're looking at right now.
Oh yeah, and he's not getting like as much separation as well that he's known for in his route running.
True.
But just talking more, Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill, though, I think they definitely should get talks about being MVP, as like the wide receiver position becomes so much more valuable. You see wide receivers going to teams and completely changing. Like A.J. Brown goes to the Eagles. They go from a mediocre offense to an elite offense this year. You see other teams pick up their number 1 wideout. Buffalo a few years ago when they traded with us for Stephon Diggs. You saw their offense elevate to a whole new level when they got Stephon Diggs. And so wide receivers, huge importance and has a huge impact on the success on an offense. I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing some wide receivers get snuck into MVP conversation.
I mean, I agree, because like you look at it and it's like Justin Jefferson has won how many games for us this season? Like just kind of on his back.
Oh,
like,
for
like
sure.
The Buffalo game for sure.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he was the only reason we won that game.
Yeah, and then most of them, he's had like over 140 or 130 yards, and is the main motor of our offense. We do have Dallas over at Honky's Groove City, taking home at $38.40. Good job, Dallas.
He's typing in CD Lamb is the MVP.
CD Lamb is the MVP. Yeah, I know that.
I actually saw somebody with the cowboy sticker on their car on the way here.
Oh, really? Really?
Because the big college we have here is Central Michigan University.
Yes.
So they had a CMU alumni sticker and then a cowboy sticker. And then they had a Jeep sticker because they had a Jeep. I don't know why you need to put a Jeep sticker on your Jeep, though.
That's I don't know. You're driving a Jeep.
That's right. They got the symbol on there already.
Yeah, you know, maybe your pride of driving a Jeep. I think you put a Jeep sticker. That's why.
Maybe I should put a Jeep sticker.
And where else are you gonna put a Jeep sticker? Are you just gonna put it on your laptop?
True.
Oh
man, that would not be a good move.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big.
Unless like maybe you covered like the Apple logo, like or whatever logo. So it's just like this is a Jeep top.
This is a Jeep top. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. We do have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, and this is when this minor starts to get a little bit more exciting. 56 balls or less to take home $280 on that one. That major prize creeping towards $3,000, sitting at $2,962. You can take home in 50 balls or less, and the mega prize of $39,957. You can take home in 48 balls or less. Now, who is the most valuable offensive and defensive player on the Vikings?
On
and
the
then
Vikings.
We'll move on.
Zadarius Smith for the Zadarius Smith for the Vikings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for the Vikings on the defense. And then on the offense, it has to be Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I don't think there's any other answer.
Yes, definitely great stuff there.
Maybe Christian Darrisaw with the steps he's taken.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about most improved player, it's 100% Christian Darrisaw. He went from being a guy who didn't play at all last year due to his injury, and then comes in this year at post-injury and goes out there and plays like one of the best tackles in the entire NFL.
Exactly. And I think you can argue that might make him the most valuable because, I mean, we went from him not performing well last year to, like, him kind of changing the offense with the way he's been playing.
Yeah,
this
because
year.
Kirk Cousins plays so much better in a clean pocket,
Yep.
and when he plays good, Christian Darrisaw does. Kirk Cousins plays exponentially better.
Yeah.
So that's really, really good. That's a good one there. I'm probably gonna go. You gotta go Justin Jefferson on the offensive side. I think he's really the only option, unless you kind of want to talk yourself into a Christian
like on
Darrisaw
technicality
pick,
kind of thing.
And then on the defensive side, I think you have a lot more options there.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the wily vet Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, that was the
he has been
second option.
he has been having a great season in a DB core that we weren't very sure of, especially on two of the players.
Yeah.
We weren't very sure of Cameron Bynum and
he's really
Cameron
turned out this
Dantzler.
year, too.
They've both ended up playing really good, but I think
Yeah.
part of that is because Patrick Peterson has been able to play lockdown defense where then they can, give up a few plays, but, as long as you got Patrick Peterson, getting a few interceptions, locking down to some other guy, it makes the whole defense run pretty well. And so I'll go with Patrick Peterson on that one.
Yeah,
But
he's won us a few games too, to be honest.
yeah, it's a true team effort when it comes to our defense, as Daniel Hunter, Zary Smith, Harrison Phillips, all those guys, Eric Kendricks,
They're
Akeem
huge.
Hicks,
Yeah.
all of them are really, really huge key pieces to the defense. And so it's really interesting to talk about them as like who's the MVP. It's a real team effort there.
No, I agree. I really like the way our defense has been going this season. It's been kind of up and down a little bit, but I think we've been way more up than we have been down, like compared to last season.
Oh, for sure.
So it's been a lot more fun to watch.
Well,
of course.
the big thing is we make stops when we need to make stops.
Yeah.
It's not like where our defense has been phenomenal. We still give up big plays. We still let up a lot of points per game and everything like that. But in fourth quarter and stuff like that, when we need a stop to make it so we can win the game, they get the stop, which is, that's as much as you can ask for defense.
Exactly. It's just a much tighter run ship now.
Oh yeah, and most defenses can't stop an NFL offense. So it's really except for this year. This year it seems like defenses have kind of figured out NFL offenses.
Yeah.
But
a lot of rookies coming in seeming like they've already figured things out.
Yeah,
like Tariq Woolen, Sauce Gardner, Micah Parsons from last year. Whatchamacallit? Who's there's another really good Aiden Hutchinson has been really doing well for himself too.
In conference has been doing really, really well.
Yeah.
They're very, very talented. And so the young guys, they keep on coming more and more prepared coming into the NFL, which is really cool to see.
100%. But of course, we do have a winner on this game. We got Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar in Richmond and Kimmy over at Manana Hilltop Tavern. Both of them splitting up $35.90. But if you guys want to keep updated on everything Pilot Games, our Vikings partnership stuff, any big jackpots you might see on any of these games, you can give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. Search up Pilot Games and you will see our logo. That way you can see those weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and a lot more than that too. You can also click the website link on our Facebook to see our link tree, which has links to bar locations that you can play Pilot Games at all across Minnesota, other social media pages like our Twitter and Instagram, and a lot more than that too.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. And if you're wondering on our live bingo schedule, don't worry, we'll tell you right here as we're playing a little game day bingo triathlon here.
Yes.
Game day bingo run from 12 all the way till 1. Then you play one game of Lucky 4 bingo. Then some more game day bingo from 1 all the way till 4. Then you got another game of Lucky 4 bingo. And then the final stint of game day bingo will be played from 4 all the way till 6. Well, you'll then play that final game of Lucky 4 bingo at 6 p.m. In that game of Lucky 4 bingo, though, you do have $52,147 available. And so make sure you stick around all the way till 1 o'clock, as that will be the first opportunity of Lucky 4 bingo.
Awesome stuff. But of course, right after that from 4 to 6 p.m., or not from 4 to 6 p.m., from 6 to 10 p.m., we got Skull Bingo, the $1 edition. During that time tonight, from 6 to 10, since no MegaSota game night, Wild Wednesday, or Vikings game days happening, we got the Lion Prize starting things off at fresh $0 in 10 balls or less to win. But don't be too disheartened by that, because that Lion Prize clicks up probably the fastest out of everything.
Oh, 100%.
So keep track of that one. But of course, the large frame jackpot's looking pretty good too. 2, 348 bucks and 43 balls or less to win. But that coverall jackpot has got to be the prize jewel out of all these jackpots. 72,563 bucks and 50 balls or less to win. That's like 2 new cars right there.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff there. So definitely play a little bit of Skull Bingo, running from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock. But Skull Bingo likes to get interrupted by 2 different specialty nights. MegaSota game night starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and we plan on Tony and Nikki plan on giving out a lot of PGL points during that night, as well as a jackpot jungle grand finale of $57,797 you could take home in 54 balls or less. The other night, Wild Wednesday, that runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, where me and Will try and give out a bunch of different PGL prizes, as well as some grand finale prizes of 2 games of Game Day Bingo, where high play Game Day Bingo is super, super fun. But this weekend, the most, what would it be? The one that's coming up, the most recent.
The soonest?
The soonest? That doesn't
sound
right.
Yeah. The most. Oh man,
I feel like I messed you up because if you just would have said it, like if you would have just thought it up, you would have just said it normal. But because I questioned it, you're now like overthinking it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, but
what is this
Sunday we're having a game, and so that is the one that's going to be happening. Really. Soon.
I can't think of it. Why can't I think of it? This is like making me mad. I
feel like there's a word for it.
We say it like all the time. Like
but you guys can play it. It's right at 12 o'clock. We're gonna be playing some Game Day Bingo to send a little bit of luck over to our Vikings as they take on the Detroit Lions this weekend. Should be a lot of fun.
Man, it'll probably pop into my mind right when we turn the camera off.
Oh, 100%. That's always how it works. We do have 41 balls dropped in this game, though, as we are trying to give out that minor jackpot in 58 balls or less. I mean, we still do have that mega prize, 48 balls or less, and that major prize, 50 balls or less to take home. But as soon as if we don't give it out in 50 balls or less, I think it'll be clicking up in this next game.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that one. Try and get your bingo face on. Do what you got to do. But in the meantime, we do have some national days to get into. And this first one is just kind of a reminder day. Lutefisk Day reminds residents in Norway, Finland, and Sweden to begin preparing their lutefisk for Christmas. The day is also referred to as Anna's Day. So if you don't live in any of those 3 places, don't just pay no attention to this.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But we do have a winner before. Oh, wait, we got a winner.
Woo.
Trisha Fred over at Old Milwaukee Saloon, $332 going out to you. I mean, that was really, really very close to going out. Or not close to, or going close to not going out.
Yes.
Yeah, so good job to you, Trisha Fred, taking away a really nice prize on that game.
Yeah, as we are now going to get enrolled into this game number 4 of Game Day Bingo, or game number 5 of Game Day Bingo, as that major prize, is clicking up from 50 to 51 balls or less, $3,017 available there. A mega prize of $40,007 you could take home in 48 balls or less, which if it doesn't go out in this game, it'll be clicking up from 48 to I think 49 balls or less, but we'll have to see when it does that. And then that minor prize sitting at $23, 52 balls or less. But the must-go prize is probably going to be better than the minor jackpot, so definitely get after this. But our next national day is World Techno Day. On December 9th, World Techno Day celebrates electric dance music. The day also encourages learning more about techno and listening to this genre of music.
Awesome stuff. I listen to a pretty good amount of like electronic music, to be honest. Because like I don't know if I listen to like techno though. You know what I mean?
I think that's a little different than what you listen to, where yours is more like
It's kind of sounds or plants to grow fast too.
Yeah, I have no idea what you'd call like.
Mine is more like I don't know. It's not like club music though. You know what I mean? It's just like music made electronically.
Yeah, it's more like the electronic music. But let's see if we can find.
Oh wait, techno came out of Detroit?
Yeah, it looks like it. Detroit in the 1980s as underground dance music and subculture.
Cool.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Let's see if we can find some more fun facts about techno.
pretty cool stuff. Whatchamacallit? Well, I mean, it is just a form of electronic dance music. It actually became popular in Frankfurt, Germany during the early 1980s, too. It was influenced by synth pop, house music, funk, post-disco, and futuristic fiction ideas that were important during the end of the Cold War in the United States at that time. So, like many things, it was influenced by the Cold War somehow.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Juan Atkins is generally thought to be the founder of techno music. Detroit techno first became successful locally and then became popular around the world in the 1990s. The word techno comes from technology. Fans of techno music are careful in using use of the word. They are careful not to confuse it with other types of music that are similar but different, such as house, trance, or hardcore.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's why I even was trying to be careful about saying it, because I was like, I don't listen to techno. You know what I mean? There's so many different kinds of electronic music. It's almost like a different thing than regular music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just regular music has all their genres, and then electronic music has all of its own genres.
Exactly.
It's just insane. And I think I probably don't listen to most of them. To be honest.
You might have one song that's techno,
Yeah,
like kind of thing, and then all the rest of them you think you're like, that might be techno, but it's like, no, that's not.
So
techno.
no, actually, this is deep house post synth wave.
Yes, exactly,
Like,
exactly. That's super fun stuff. Well, techno music, super fun, and we're celebrating on today as it's World Techno Day.
Yeah, that's super cool stuff. So maybe bump up some of that old club music you used to listen to back in the 90s and do what you got to do and get funky. I think that's probably what your dad's going to be doing today.
Yeah, he's
rejuvenating 1987's dance master.
Yeah, since he was high school voted best dancer.
That's right.
So
That's
so I'll always bring that up. As,
You'll have to ask him to do his favorite dance move and send it in. It's a player picture, player video.
Oh, for sure.
Played it randomly in our commercials.
Oh my gosh, that would be great if we could have just a Big John E-Tab game.
Oh my God, why don't we have that?
Yeah, can we put Big John in an E-Tab game?
I want him to be the host. I want him to be the host of the E-Tab
Yeah, can
game.
he be like, ball?
Exactly, like Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune level of involvement.
But, John Ruckles, just him
Exactly.
having a bunch of clips. I
Exactly.
think that'd be great. Well, next up on our National Day list is Christmas Card Day. Each year around this time, friends and families begin mailing their holiday cards. Christmas Card Day on December 9th serves as a reminder to get your stamps, envelopes, and cards together so you can share your holiday cheer.
Yeah, that's super cool stuff. Christmas cards are a lot of fun. I know Christmas cards aren't as popular as they used to be. Like a lot of people don't really do them anymore.
Yeah,
but
I haven't gotten a Christmas card in years. I don't know.
they probably just all go to my family's house. So
Yeah. The one that people who give me Christmas card is Jordy's family,
Okay.
the fellow broadcaster Jordy. They always do, but theirs is funny because they don't go and take a Christmas photo together. They just her dad will just Photoshop their
that's awesome. I
faces
like that.
onto a bunch of funny photos. Like last year was them as a bunch of elves in a sleigh,
Nice.
and that's what was their Christmas
think
card
I
that got
remember
sent
seeing
around.
that.
It was absolutely great. I think it might be still on my fridge.
Yeah, I think that's why.
We do have Harpo's over at Harpo's Merrifield taking home that $65.50 Musco prize. Good job, Harpo's.
Awesome stuff. But I think the last Christmas card I got might have been from, it's probably either my mom or my great aunt.
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
I think those are the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't usually get a whole lot of holiday cards.
No.
The only cards I get are usually on my birthday.
No, I feel like we're in a weird spot where we're not going to be getting a lot of holiday cards.
Yeah.
Once us and all of our family start getting holiday cards, and I start having a family and you start having a family in the next 10 years or stuff like
Then
that.
it might start happening. Again.
When we can create funny photos of our kids,
I'll totally start sending all those out to people.
Oh, for sure. If I can do awkward family photo, Christmas cards.
I don't know. Email and stuff like that might just start becoming the norm. With
All
that
of
sort of
all
thing.
the Christmas
Because,
card?
even I started getting emails from my certain family members instead of cards. I got an email one time. It was a Christmas card, but an Amazon gift card.
Oh.
And they just did that instead of sending $50 in a Christmas card.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
I was like, oh, okay.
You're yeah, I'll take it.
The future.
The future. We do have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. Minor prize clicked up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Mega prize clicked up from 48 48 to 49 balls or less. And major prizes sitting at 51 balls or less. This should be some fun stuff as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 6 of Game Day Bingo.
But, of course, Christmas card day, I think that's really cool. And I think, like, if you do send out Christmas cards, I feel like people really appreciate it when they do get Christmas cards.
Oh, I love Christmas cards, especially comedic Christmas cards. That's like, I love a good Christmas card. I'm like, I feel like appreciated when I get a Christmas card from a family. But I get so much enjoyment out of a comedic Christmas card.
I agree. So definitely take today and maybe put together some, even if it's only like 3 that you're sending out to like 3 of your friends, like just do it. Like why not?
Yeah, it's super easy to be able to do, especially with phones and everything, being able to print out pictures and all that. It's so quick to be able to do those stuff.
100%. So happy Christmas card day on this day. But up next, it is an even better one in my opinion, National Pastry Day. This day celebrates one of the world's most favored baked goods. On December 9th, you can visit your local bakery and pick up 1 or 2 of your favorite kinds.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff on today. Do you have a favorite pastry?
Oh man, I don't know if it's technically a pastry, but baklava is like so good to me. Yeah, it has pastry, it has phyllo dough like in it, so it's like it's like a type of baked good, I think.
Okay, we got the 10 most popular North American pastries.
Okay, we got a Haitian patty. That is not American right off the bat.
Yeah, but it's the most popular in America.
Oh, okay, in all of America. We're talking about
in
all
North
of America.
America.
Okay, whenever people say America, they always mean like USA for some reason.
Yeah. No,
well, I think this is North America.
No, they're talking about North America. They're talking about the most popular in North America, not what they made. It wasn't made in North America, but consumed in North America.
True. Well, I've never heard of these, so this is pretty cool. Wait, go back up. What is it called? Haitian patty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. These Haitian patty delicacies consist of puff pastry that is shaped into small squares and filled with various types of meat, such as beef, chicken, pork, or even fish.
Okay, I mean apparently they have beans in them too. That'd be pretty good. It sounds like what should we call it? Like what the miners used to eat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It sounds tasty if it's made right, for sure.
No, I agree. It's like the Polish what's it called? The Polish like just wrapped up like pastry meat pie thing.
I don't know.
It's not a punchki.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like the savory version of that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like a red bean bun or something like that.
Red bean bun?
Yeah, that's like popular in like Japan culture, like Japanese culture.
Yeah. No, hey, those would be pretty good too.
Yeah, but next up in 9th is Persians. Persians is a Canadian pastry roll characterized by the oval-shaped and a layer of pink icing that can be made with either strawberries or raspberries.
Okay.
That seems super tasty. I mean, a good donut-like style
pretty good and
pastry.
Simple. No, I agree. A bear claws. These are, pretty big.
So tasty.
Which a sweet pastry originating from the U.S., believed to have been invented during the mid-1920s. It's typically prepared with a combination of chopped almonds, egg white, sugar, and almond extract, shaped into a semicircle, and usually has some sliced up stuff on there, resulting in a shape that is reminiscent of a bear claw.
Ah, yes, we do have Barry over at Harpo's, Tom over at VFW Spring Lake Park, and both of them splitting up $30.10 on this game right here. But I think Nikki checked in, letting us know what it was.
Yep. It is exactly this. It's a pasty, and pasties are good. It's like almost the same thing as the Haitian patty that they had. But I think just different ingredients probably.
Definitely some cool stuff. Next up, number 7, the Cronut. It's a croissant donut. That's awesome.
Cool with
I've never had it. I want it now,
that would be
though.
Good. This one is really cool. This one is called malasadas from Hawaii. They are traditional Portuguese yeast-leavened donuts made from eggs, flour, sugar, and milk. That is awesome. They typically have sugar and cinnamon on them.
Super, super tasty. Number 5, this one's easy. This one's super funny that it's even on this list just because we've had like things that have so crazy names, but this one's Timbits.
Nice.
It's a Canadian originated. Timbits are a bite-sized donut hole made from the leftover donut dough, fried in vegetable oil, and available in a number of varieties such as yeast cake, apple fritter, honey dipped, and many, many more.
Yeast. Can I get a yeast donut hole, please?
Yeah, that's funny.
Extra yeast in there.
But Timbits, super tasty. Donut holes, one of my favorite way. I almost prefer eating eating donut holes than I prefer eating a straight up donut.
100%. And we have another patty. This one's a Jamaican patty, and honestly, this one looks like crazy to me.
Okay.
Like, this one looks better.
Uh-huh.
So although pies filled with meat are popular in very many countries throughout the world as a great way to turn cheap cuts of meat to savory bites, Jamaican meat patties are enhanced with unique African and Indian touches. Derived from English favorites, meat pies, and Spanish pasteles, they are universally loved in Jamaica as a simple street food that can be also served as a main course. They're flat, baked in a half moon shape, and coated with turmeric on the exterior, while on the interior there is a fragrant, aromatic filling, usually consisting of finely ground beef, breadcrumbs, and a selected variety of spices such as thyme, onions, and garlic, with chilies and a zesty curry powder as well.
That sounds super
Sounds
tasty.
crazy.
Very good stuff.
And then we have
next third one up, and this one, is awesome as well. But pigs in the blanket.
Nice.
Pigs in a blanket. One of my favorite ones as a kid.
Yeah.
And
they're good.
Whenever
so good.
my mom said we made some pigs in the blanket, she never made enough. That was always it. Like we would go, they would get
them up.
eaten so quickly.
You would only get like one baking pan of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
You're like, I
no.
need like 3 baking pans because there's 4 kids in my house that are like gonna just like power through these pigs in a blanket.
It was like when like the parents would make like half a bag of pizza rolls. It's like, no, you got to put the whole bag.
Just
on
make
there.
the whole pack
just
already.
might
I don't
as
care if
well.
that's the mega family pack. Like,
exactly.
just
Like, we're
make the
gonna eat
whole
them.
pack.
We are going to eat them.
Exactly.
But of course, up next, second on the list is beignets from New Orleans in the USA. And these ones are great. It's just squares of deep fried pastry dough, sprinkled with powdered sugar and other things if you want.
Yeah,
And chocolate sauce is great.
The classic. It's a classic one. And the number one most popular pastry is the donut. Although archaeologists had found some petrified remains of fried cakes with holes in the center, it is still unclear how could the early Native Americans prepare these delicious fried donut desserts that we know today as donuts. In the past, donuts were known as oil cakes, and the Pilgrims from Holland are credited for bringing them to the United States.
So they were first made from Native American
Americans?
cultures? So that's insane.
That's what it sounds like, but there's no like real proof to show like
how could they have made them?
Because like they have like like one dot and they have another dot, but they don't have the line that connects those 2 dots that are like
they just have no idea like how they were making them. I guess that's hilarious.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Wow, I always thought it was like just another random like it was made in Belgium for some reason.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? But like
someone was just messing around with baking.
Yeah, that's super cool.
No,
Hey,
that
that's awesome.
definitely is.
I'm gonna have to look more into that to see like where they were and stuff like in America.
Early donuts were actually made with prunes, raisins, apples in the middle. During World War I, donuts were already an American favorite.
But before we go further, we do have Dill over at Benton Station taking away $31.90. Nice job to you, Dill. But happy National Pastry Day, everybody. It is definitely a good one to celebrate. Maybe, Nikki, if you want to check in, let us know what your favorite pastry is. I think my favorite pastry is, after all those, probably donuts.
Donuts?
Yeah.
Donuts?
Yeah. Donuts are super good.
I'll probably go with a...
Especially like if you're having
donuts are so good.
Yeah, they're so
if I could specify a donut, go into specification, be like, a custard long john is my favorite donut. Just so tasty.
I think mine would probably be like a good like apple fritter kind of thing.
Apple fritters are so tasty too, especially when they got the apple actually in there.
Yeah. No, like I want a good amount of apple on it.
A true apple fritter is so tasty.
I want it to be dry with just cinnamon stripes in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like with apple glaze.
Sometimes you'll get them from like the grocery store and they'll be like that. But if you get them from like an actual bakery,
fresh, I want them good.
So tasty.
I agree. But of course, we do only. Okay, what was your favorite? You said donuts, probably.
Yeah, I said custard long john or probably a donut hole would be the other like top one that I would choose.
Oh man, so many donut holes and
Pigs
coffee.
in the blanket though are so high up there in actual like enjoyment quality.
I forget we have the savory aspect of this.
Yes.
That's a good point because like that Jamaican meat pie. If I had that, that probably might be one of my favorites.
It would be
to be honest.
so tasty.
Man, yeah, no, that's tough. I think I'm probably, if we're talking pastries, though, if I can only have a sweet or savory pastry for the rest of my life, it'd be sweet.
It would be sweet.
Yeah, there's too much variety there.
Yeah, there really is. There really is so much variety there. But is a croissant a pastry?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could live my life without
Well,
croissants.
I mean, you can have sweet croissant.
A sweet croissant?
Yeah, chocolate croissants.
Yeah, but I want I want like a breakfast
But a good
croissant.
buttery, flaky.
Like breakfast croissant.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't have that anymore. Like
Nikki's checking in. She said donuts as well. So we're on the same page with
Yeah,
donuts.
so tasty.
And she's saying team fritter too.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, so
100%.
tasty. Love a good
I
fritter.
mean, it's just like because with the fritter, it's like you can have it in the morning with some breakfast. You can have it at night as a late night snack. You can have it like it's like kind of a universal.
Honestly, the classic, just like plain glazed donut. Don't overcomplicate the thing. Just put the plain glazed donut is
agree.
top tier.
I got Dunkin' Donuts does do the glazed right. I got to give it to him. Like,
What's
all
the one
other
that
ones-
has? It kind of almost looks like a flour donut.
cruller?
Yeah, the cruller.
Those
I
are
really,
good.
I
Those are
really
good.
like a good cruller.
I like the chocolate cake cruller. You know that one with the more
yes.
cakey texture.
Yes, I like that
Yeah,
one as well.
That one's really good. I really like that one because that one with like any hot drink is like insane.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get that with a hot cup of cocoa,
Ooh.
and you're living your best cabin life.
100%, especially in winter. Oh man, because we're getting a Dunkin' Donuts finally in our town.
Yes.
And because
I'm worried that it's not even
gonna
going to open by the time that winter's done or something like that.
Seriously, yeah, because it's a gas station too, which kind of sucks. You know what I mean? But like, so it's gonna be like taking months and months to build because they're like drilling into the earth.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So,
Man, how long does a gas station take to build?
I have no idea.
I
I
don't
just
think
know
I've
it's been
ever seen-
building for a while, and it
Yeah.
feels like it's been at the same spot for a long time.
Dude,
but it's
with the
because
way
they're
the
building the
weather-
inside and all that. Yeah, weather gets bad, construction slows down,
Yeah.
and so
That's
I
gonna be
wouldn't
tough.
be surprised if it takes almost all of winter for it to get
Yeah,
on.
it's just like finally built in summer.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
live
that.
right across the street from it, and I'm gonna move out of my apartment before I actually
Oh.
get to use it.
Yeah, you're only getting like the con of it right now, just like a sore eyesight. You know what
Yes,
I mean? It's,
exactly.
like,
Just
not good looking.
construction going on near my house.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that I hope it does get built soon though, because like they have such good cheap coffee. You know what I
Ooh,
mean?
and you can get a nice donut too. I mean,
agree.
always a good
Yeah,
time going to some
100%.
Dunkin' Donuts.
I agree. So maybe check in. Let us know what your favorite pastry is. I think we all kind of had some good answers with just donuts. But check in. Let us know. We'll send you out some luck. In the meantime, though, we do have another national day to get into, and this one is Weary Willy Day. This recognizes the art of clowning and the impact it has on our lives. This holiday was named for the character made famous by Emmett Kelly, who was born on this day in 1898.
Okay.
And yeah, because I think the first clown was a sad clown.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like, and I think this is the first clown.
Okay, yeah. Emmett Leo Kelly was a American circus performer who created the clown figure Weary Willy based on the hobos of the Great Depression in the 1930s. According to Charles W. Casey Jr., Kelly's creation of Weary Willy revolutionized professional clowning and made him the country's most familiar clown.
That's awesome. But before we go further, we do have Player over at Boulevard Tavern just barely missing out on that minor prize with $30.60 going straight to their pocket. Nice job to Player over at Boulevard Tavern.
Yeah, so close, though, to take home that minor jackpot.
No, only one ball away. But hey, good news for the rest of you guys. That minor jackpot is clicking up to 60 balls or less for this next game, so definitely try and get a chance at it. But Weary Willy, I actually, it's funny, I'm pretty sure I learned about him when I was going through American history in high school. And I'm also pretty sure that I remember going over him last year, like a year ago today when he was on this national day.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a little history of with Weary Willy. I remember him pretty well.
Yeah, definitely a cool one. The art of clowning in our lives is so important. You know,
100%.
having a good time. You know, just joking around is always a good thing.
I agree. I think if anything, like I know people hate clowns and like it sucks and stuff, but I think like the impact that clowning had was like pretty big. You know what I mean? It kind of made like joking a lot bigger of a deal and entertainment and stuff like that. Like slapstick humor was kind of like originated from that sort of thing.
From clowns.
So I think those people were kind of, if anything, entertainment pioneers. You know
Oh,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
So it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff there. Happy Weary Willy Day. Next up is International Corruption Day.
That's awesome.
Every year on December 9th, an International Anti-Corruption Day raises public awareness for anti-corruption. It also encourages the public to work on innovative solutions aimed at winning the battle against corruption.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of just no matter what you think, corruption's a bad thing. So
yeah, it really is. I was waiting for it to go a certain way, and then I was like, oh no, it's like
it's just kind of like
just all corruption, just bad.
Yeah, so really nothing bad to say about this day, no matter what side you're on.
Yeah, that's
cool
awesome.
Stuff. Yeah, no,
definitely.
it's definitely a cool one. Maybe I'm sure that they probably have like some sort of initiative online and stuff. So if you guys want, you can look it up, take a look at what they got to say. Maybe they have some solutions proposed or something like that. So maybe you can educate yourself a little bit more about
Stop
the battle.
corruption.
That's right.
Of not putting your grocery carts away.
Dude, no, that is terrible. And also maybe the corruption of local management in like McDonald's and stuff for always having those fries cold. The ice cream machine never working.
Ice cream machine never working. Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm
corruption.
It's everywhere.
Corruption again.
It doesn't just have to be politics.
It's it's
we already know about
we
that.
can go make a change everywhere.
That's right.
We got go make a change. We got 10 seconds to get rolled in this one. As we got a minor jackpot of $217. You can take home in 60 balls or less. Major prize of $3,177. You can take home in 51 balls or less, and the mega prize of $40,168. You can take home in 49 balls or less. And we got a little bit of Twins news to get into, as the Twins have reportedly made another contingency plan, as the reports from Hayes and Gleeman also report that they have set a meeting with Dansby Swanson. The 28-year-old is also considered a top shortstop on the market, but could be at a cheaper price after hitting .277, .329, and .447 with 25 homers with the Atlanta Braves last season. Gleeman and Hayes have also reported the Twins are active in the trade market, as Max Kepler has drawn interest, in addition to the earlier report that Luis Reyes could be made available in a trade for pitching.
So I thought we already had a deal drafted up for Correa.
Yes, I think we have drafted up a deal for Correa, but I don't think he's agreed to it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was kind of like a almost sworn in thing. So this is kind of like a backup. I honestly would probably rather get Swanson, just in the fact that like he'd be way cheaper and we could kind of go after more needed positions.
Yeah, it looks like the Giants might be front runners in signing shortstop Carlos Correa.
I mean, from the sounds of it, it sounds like the Cubs and the Giants are front runners right now. Ah, man, that's really tough. Let's take a look. He opted out of that. I thought that we had like a $350 million.
Yeah, I saw something about a big deal that we offered him, but I don't think
it must have just been one of the many that we offered.
Yeah, because we put up a few different offers, and just trying to figure out. I think we're still in the race to be able to get Correa, and so we're definitely not backing out of that, because he is a very, very talented player.
Oh, yeah.
But if we can set up options that if he chooses someone else, we have other people that would be great options to sign to our franchise.
I agree. I think Dansby Swanson definitely would be a route to go, but we do have a winner. It is none other than Dingbat over at Nimrod Bar and Grill, taking away $51.80. That's a pretty fun player name and bar name combo. I like it.
Yes, for sure. It's a super fun one.
That's pretty awesome. But of course, a nice job to you taking away that must go on this game. We do have we are continuing to talk about some Twin stuff though.
Yeah, I wanted to show you a prospect that they were saying maybe we could go take them in the draft this year, and he just really made me want to get him. As let's see if I can find him real quick.
Was it a pitcher?
Yes, these are all pitchers here, and yes, it's this guy right here.
Paul Skeens. Okay, he's a right-handed pitcher coming out of LSU. He's a two-way player who transferred to LSU after his sophomore season and will spend 2023 under the tutelage of Wes Johnson. Skeens is a unit at 6'6", 235, has a profile the Twins would find appealing as a pitcher. His fastball sits in the mid-90s, but he can crank it up to 98 miles per hour, also boasting high spin rates. Skeens has a split change with a late tumble and a sharp slider as secondary offerings. Oh, and he clubbed 13 home runs in 2022 for the Air Force.
Yeah.
So he's in the Air Force too?
Yeah, he played for Air Force. Before transferring over to LSU.
Oh, so he
this
must
past
have been in the Air Force and then was like, oh, I'm actually insane at baseball.
Yes.
And then he transferred to LSU. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you could do that.
I don't know what the whole deal is with that kind of stuff, so I won't try to understand it. But it looks like he could be an option for us taking at that number 5 draft selection this year.
I agree. Yeah, no, especially because we did move up to that number 5 pick pretty recently. So that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I think he would be an awesome pick. I mean, if anybody
look
says...
him up. I want to see him. 6'6", 235 and a pitcher.
Yeah,
That's
he
insane.
looks like he is a unit of a
And how old is he?
of a player.
Is he? What was he, like 20
Sophomore.
probably?
And so he's only 20 years old.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty young guy with a lot of ability, as he's still got a lot of frame to fill out.
Yeah, no, he literally looks like a 6'6" pitcher. I gotta say, looks like a catapult.
Oh, he definitely does. But I mean, if you can put a little bit more muscle on that frame, he's already 235 pounds.
Yeah.
Get him up to 250
Oh,
kind
he
of
could
action.
swing that thing.
Already, you're saying he's already throwing 98 miles per hour, and then imagine what that can do for his batting as well. He could be a guy that's like a Shohei Ohtani level prospect.
That
kind
would
of
be
thing.
insane.
Like
That
that's
would
the
be
kind of guy
crazy.
that nobody you expect is going to live up to being like a Shohei Ohtani
Yes.
level like prospect. But like if any guy could be like a pitcher and
gonna
have
be
a
that.
huge impact on batting, it's a 6'6", 235-pound guy that hit 13 home runs and also pitches a 98-mile-per-hour fastball.
100%. So, I mean, hey, that is definitely a very interesting prospect. Hopefully we keep up with him and maybe even select him when we get into that lottery of the draft coming up. But you guys know as well as much as we do. I don't even know what I'm saying. We here at Pilot Games have teamed up with the Minnesota Twins. You can play the E-Tab game Twins Win today wherever Pilot Games are played. So definitely check it out. Let us know what you think. In the meantime, though, we do have the final Twiking Zone standings to get into. This is what you guys have been earning points for every day from 12 to 1 this whole season, and it's all led up to this moment because we have the player standings right in front of us, and I'll let you take away the players.
Oh, yeah, in 10th place, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley with 113,000 points. With 122,000 points in 9th place, we got Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant. 8th place is T-Bone over at Poppers with 142,000 points. 7th place is Tez over at Poppers with 148,000 points. With 164,000 points in 6th place, we got Kirby over at VFW Blaine. 5th place is Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 223,000 points. With 236,000 points in 4th place, we got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 3rd place is Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 266,000 points. With 298,000 points in 2nd place, we got Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine. And in 1st place, we got Mikey Wins over at the Maple Tavern with 391,000 points. Great job to all of our players.
All right, 100%. Nice job to you guys. But before we go further, 54 balls. That is crazy. Annie over at TB3 is taking away $294 in 54 balls.
Yeah, only
Nice job to
3
you.
balls away from taking home
No.
that major jackpot of $3,000.
I was kind of thinking that. I was like, wait, I need to make sure we didn't give out something big.
Yeah, exactly. But $294, still a great prize going out to Annie.
100%. Nice job to you. But hey, good news for everybody else. That must go is still floating around at $62, and it's only going to get bigger as we enroll into this game. So keep that in mind. Only about 2.5 minutes away from doing so. We got the minors still on the table at 52 balls. But if you win it at 51 balls or less, then you get the major jackpot. That's at $3,260. But if you hit it at 49 balls or less, you get that mega jackpot. That is $40,000. That is like a really nice new car, like fully outfitted. So I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm just
for
saying.
sure. I mean, it's a great prize, and you've given now 2 times earlier than 49 balls or less. So
Yes, yeah.
definitely doable in this game day bingo.
100%. So definitely continue to get enrolled. We are going to get into these location standings of the Twiking Zone, though. They're looking pretty good, and they are indeed the final standings. So starting it off in 10th place, it's 10th place Lakefront Bar in the center. They got 170,000 points. In a two-way tie in 8th place between Steve-O's and Crystal and Halfley's Bar in Richmond, they both have 184,000 points. In 7th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 209,000 points. In 6th place, we have Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 318,000 points. In 5th place, it is VFW Blaine with 351,000 points. Oh, man, if I can finish my sentence. 4th place is Poppers in Virginia with 467,000 points. 3rd place, getting into the top 3 of the standings, is Corky's Bar in South Haven with 492,000 points. In 2nd place is American Legion Fridley with 589,000 points. And in 1st place, it's kind of whooping up and getting into 1st place pretty fast there. VFW Spring Lake Park, 698,000 points, just dominated this season.
Yeah, back-to-back champions for VFW Spring Lake Park. Good stuff there. But you guys can always find some good stuff playing our eTab games. We have over 70 different charitable eTab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. You'll definitely want to check them out. Right now, we're listening to a little bit of Aces High, a nice pilot eTab game, which is super, super fun and kind of feels I don't know what it feels like as an eTab game, if I can give any kind of representation for it.
Aces High?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of this game that my friend used to play.
Ooh.
And it reminds me of War Thunder, it's called. And it's a game where you fly any plane from like the early 30s that are historical jets for like any of the big powers at the time to like now. You know what I mean? So they have
really
like
cool.
Yeah, and you can play with them at the same time.
That's
so it's kind of,
crazy.
you know, it's like a huge collection of like realistic fighter jets and cool stuff like that. You can have dogfights with your friends and stuff like that.
And Aces High kind of reminds you of
does,
that
it
game.
Does. It kind of looks like when you're like looking at your collection in the hangars, and you got a cool like old plane in your little hangar right there. Got a couple like pretty mysterious pilots, it looks like, for the characters. So I mean, check it out. Aces High, especially if you're into that kind of historical, whatchamacallit, piloting kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely some cool stuff there. We do have balls dropping in this game right now as we got a really nice Musco prize, $99.60 available on that Musco. But while you guys are getting after it, we got a little bit of music history that we can talk about.
100%. On this day in 1965, Charlie Brown Christmas made its debut, airing on CBS in place of The Munsters. The famous score, which becomes synonymous with the Peanuts, is written by the jazz musician Vince Guaraldi and performed by his trio. That's I actually didn't know that.
Wow, really, really cool stuff. A Charlie Brown Christmas, absolute classic of a Christmas movie. Now, tell me your top 3 Christmas movies of all time from your childhood.
Yeah, we went over this yesterday, actually. Will and I did.
Did you?
So it's going to be The Muppet Christmas Carol. It's going to be the action figure movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay,
That one was really good. And then for the final Christmas movie, oh, man, this one's tough because I did say the Christmas Carol one was my favorite. But I forget what. If you go to just his Jingle All the Way. That one was so good. It had Sinbad in it. I think the kid was somebody big too. Jim Belushi? That's funny.
Jake Lloyd is also the kid that plays Anakin.
Yeah, that's
in the
super
first prequel movie in Star Wars.
Yeah, he's looking good. Nice. He's 33 years old now. Good for him. But of course, I think my third favorite movie was probably it was A Christmas Story. Yeah, that was my third favorite. Those were my top 3 most iconic Christmas movies from when I was a kid.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Home Alone, Elf, and A Christmas Story.
Yeah, Elf is good.
That'll be my top 3. We do have So and So as well as Sneaky, Waldo. All of them splitting up $99.60 there. It looks like So-and-So just So-and-So's over at the Boulevard Tavern as well as Waldo.
Nice.
And then we got Sneaky over at a different location. We'll get that location in just a little bit as that minor prize is clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, it was Sneaky over at the Pickled Loon.
The Pickled Loon. Well, nice. Good job to you. Yes, but favorite ones, Elf, Home Alone, and
Oh, it was
and A Christmas Carol.
Story.
Yeah.
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story,
Yeah.
yes. Not A Christmas Carol. A Christmas Story.
It's funny because, honestly, I think Elf might beat out Jingle All the Way for me, probably my top 3.
Okay, yeah.
I would probably say Elf, but like they're kind of teetering on the edge, to be honest.
Elf is one, though, that it doesn't hold up as well as it did when I was a kid.
Oh, Jingle
Like,
All the Way is probably the same way.
I really enjoyed it as a kid, but now I watch it and I love it due to the nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I can kind of tell that I only like it because of the nostalgia of it. Like some of the jokes are just like the awkward humor. I just don't find as funny as I did when I was a kid and everything like that.
It's a movie like I watch it with my family kind of thing.
Oh, for sure.
It's the most fun when I watch it with my
Oh,
family.
100% is the most fun when you watch it with your family.
No, it's a great one though.
I saw this argument that people were saying that if Home Alone's a Christmas movie, then Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yes.
And I disagree.
You don't think Home Alone's a Christmas movie?
No,
or you don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
No, it just doesn't
Really?
evolve enough around Christmas. I don't think. I think it's an action movie that's placed in Christmas time, like not a Christmas movie that is an action.
It's not about Christmas.
That is an action. That is an action. I don't think it's an action Christmas movie. I think it's an action movie set in the Christmas time.
I think, whatchamacallit, Home Alone is technically like an espionage movie set during Christmas time as well.
No, but that's all due because his family leaves for Christmas,
Yeah.
and like everything it happens because it's Christmas and everything like that.
I mean, it could have been easily a summer vacation movie.
Yeah,
Which everybody loved during summer vacation.
Oh, it could have been, but it wasn't. It was a Christmas movie.
And Die Hard wasn't set during the summer; it was set during Christmas.
But it had nothing
equally
to
as
do with
much
the
of-
Christmas time. Like, what was
There's a couple of Christmas trees in there.
There was a couple Christmas trees in there. Exactly. There was nothing really truly Christmas. The second Home
There's
Alone
snow.
is not a Christmas movie. I don't think.
I don't think it is during Christmas time.
Yeah, I don't even know if it is. I know it's during the winter time. I just don't know. All I remember is the pigeons that they feed.
I
in
don't
it.
remember it at all, to be honest. I think I saw it
I
once.
remember him dropping the bricks off the building and the lady that feeds the pigeons. That's all I remember from that.
Whatchamacallit, but maybe Nikki, if you want to check in as we're going through music history, what your top 3 Christmas movies are, or even just your first one.
Yeah, just what your favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah.
Next up, though, on our Music Day in history, in 1989, Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" hit #1 in America.
Yeah, definitely. That is a good one.
Yeah, and that did start a fire, as people really love that song and still love this song till this day.
Now, it's Billy Idol or Billy Joel? Who do you prefer?
Probably Billy Joel. I don't know.
You would definitely be more of a Billy Joel guy.
I think I am. I would have to look at their whole entire
Billy Idol is like the English guy from like the 80s, and he makes like pop music kind of. Whatchamacallit?
Okay.
He's awesome. Now.
Yeah, I'll look at his songs really quick and then I'll figure it out.
His Rebel Yell Eyes Without a Face. Those are his top 2.
It's hard. It's hard to say, but no, it's not Billy Idol. It's Billy Joel. Billy Joel's the better one. He's got it's 7 of the songs that I will listen to on a pretty
Billy
regular.
Idol is definitely, or not Billy Idol. Billy Joel is like the way more successful musician. For sure.
Yeah.
But Billy Idol, I think I like him more just because I think he's funnier.
Oh, okay. just the person himself. I don't know either of them as celebrities. So.
I gotcha. But of course, happy birthday to We Didn't Start the Fire.
Yes, awesome stuff released on today. Did Nikki check in and let us know what her favorite?
No, I think she's probably formulating. It's a question that provokes thought.
It is a tough question to answer.
I know Will and I were kind of discussing it for a second yesterday. We were kind of trying to think, like, what are the best ones?
Yes.
We actually did look up IMDb top movies, Christmas movies, and Die Hard was #2.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I'll have to watch Die Hard again because I just don't remember all the Christmas qualities of
I'm going to be honest. I only say it because I think it's funny.
Yes.
I really don't know how much Christmas is in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember Christmas being at all in the movie, to be honest. We got Nate over at Howie's Sports Bar and Grill taking home $28.60 in this game. Good job, Nate, as we are now going to get enrolled into a game number 13.
Actually, it's our, whatchamacallit? That was our last game.
That was our last game. Wow, we flew through through these
Yeah,
games.
I just realized that was our last
Yeah,
game.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, what came out on this day? Scarface came out on this day. Twins and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah, fun stuff there. But we do have a player spotlight for you guys. With Sheila over at VFW Dilworth took home $8,396. Over at VFW Dilworth, she supported the VFW Post 1223 Dilworth, and their purpose is their corporation shall be fraternal, patriotic, historical, charitable, and educational to preserve and strengthen comradeship among its members. Definitely some awesome stuff there.
And Nikki checked in. She said Elf was her favorite.
That's awesome
it's
stuff.
solid.
Enjoy a little bit of Lucky 4 bingo and some more game day bingo as you remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See you guys.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later. Smells like money. Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later.
Smells like money.
Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that.
Smells like a big one.
Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. Got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! Five free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. Got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! 5 free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library.